Hello, Terry. This is Jeff, the garage guy. I've been working really hard on your plan. I've designed a really, maximum system here. Really nice looking garage. It's a starting point. I'll just say right from the get-go, I have gone over budget, but there's a lot of room to take some things out of this and still have an incredible garage. What I've done is fit what I can fit where I can fit it, and I just made some pretty cool stuff here. So let me take you on a little journey through your garage. Here is our top view. Basically, I have a giant cabinet system across the back wall, and I have a cabinet system across the side wall with space for your refrigerator. And then I did something kind of neat here around this corner. Since we were putting cabinets along this right wall, I actually extended the size of your play area here, man cave, lounge area, whatever you want to call it. I've extended it out by acting like this cabinet was 2 foot more of a wall. So I thought that was pretty neat. We have a stainless steel counter going all the way around here. We have another stainless steel counter over here. And I have a lot of accents and like kind of floating soffits areas where we could kind of install lights and really brighten up your counter spaces if you choose to do that. On the left side of the garage, I have a pinstripe of store wall for hanging more of household garage type stuff. You can park your riding tractor here, hang a bunch of garden tools or yard accessories along this left side of the garage. So this is, the further you move toward the right, the more Terry space it becomes. So let's take another view at this, and we'll talk about some of the pricing too. I know you want me to add a lot of addendums and all that. And I know this is going to be a little bit different than what you asked specifically, because I have, for instance, all the pricing for all the cabinets in a group, all the accents for all the cabinets in a group, all the handles for all the cabinets in a group. So I wasn't able to price each section out individually and very time effectively. But as you decide if you want to make cuts, where you want to make them, and then I'll just recalculate everything to go there, to go along with that. So let's take a look here. There we go. Sorry about that. My computer's acting funny. All right. So here's a view kind of looking into from the left side towards the right side of the garage. In the version of this I also sent in the email, there's a printable version. And so you'll be able to take and look at the pricing for each of these things. And I'm going to talk about each of these things here in the next minute. So what we have here is pricing for cabinetry. I did a very large cabinet system on the rear wall. And it has, let me see if I can get a better view. I probably should have put a better view of this on there. But essentially, between the window and the door, there's these really tall cabinets. And then on the left side of the window, I did one more set of these really tall cabinets here. I did an accent piece between the lower and upper cabinets. So this cabinet system is extremely tall. It goes right up near the ceiling. And then floating between these two cabinets over the window is a floating soffit. That gives us a place to install some lights, and it just looks really cool. Yeah, there's probably less expensive ways to get lighting in there, but I just kind of went all out with my creativity on this, and I hope you like the way the garage looks here. But that's what I have there on the rear wall. And then on the back wall, or I'm sorry, the right side wall, I have a cabinet over your fridge. I have a 36-inch wide cabinet, a 36-inch wide cabinet, and a 41-inch wide cabinet. All these cabinets I've talked about just now are all 24-inch deep cabinets. Let me go back to the back wall system. I also did a really nice set of drawers with dividers, one on each side of your 6-foot workbench here. So that's something, if we're looking to cut budget, you might not need drawers over there because we're going to have those covered somewhere else. But so there we go. And on top of this cabinet as well, I also have these nice accent pieces going all the way around. All right. So let's take a look at another view of the man cave area. Here is you can see this PVC pipe. I didn't cover it up with anything yet, but I will. I'll come up with something. I might cover it, make a box of store wall around it. But anyway, as you come in here, you see the first thing you'll notice is your 2 extra foot of wall space because of this cabinet here becoming part of the wall. So we got a 2-foot cabinet here. I chose to put drawers here. Once again, that's another one of those bells or whistles that adds some cost. So you may say, I don't need those drawers. But I have 2-foot cabinets, and then I have a 3-foot cabinet with the sink in it. This is where I'll cut out for a sink, and that's about it. I can put the sink in, but I would want a plumber to take care of the rest. And then I have another 24-inch wide cabinet down here. And then this cabinet's one of those blind corner cabinets, so you're going to open this door, and you'll be able to reach all the way back into the corner. So it's a really large, slightly awkward to get into cabinet. Above that, I've got a 24-inch wide upper cabinet, a 36-inch wide upper cabinet, and a 24-inch wide upper cabinet. And so that's that. On the back wall, which you can start to see here, these are custom drawers. What I decided to do, instead of a regular 4-drawer system with dividers, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drawer box. It's wider than normal. They're 30 inches wide. 6 drawers. Most of them are fairly shallow towards the top. It's really designed specifically to store your tools, different car tools and things like that. I have just an upper cabinet. This is 40 inches wide, and a lower cabinet which is 40 inches wide. Actually, I take that back. You have a choice. We can do like a 24-inch wide cabinet with a single door here, and then it looks like you're opening the door to the other side of this cabinet, but you'll be opening the door and it'll be one of those blind corner cabinets that go back way into the corner there. And as you can see in this area, I put the accent or the soffit over top of the cabinets, but I also floated it right along the whole back wall. So basically this is giving us a place to put lights if you want to put extra lights aiming directly straight down at your countertops. That's a good way to handle that. We could also put a light underneath these cabinets. So there's a lot of lighting options. The reason I did these soffits floating across here in all these different areas is primarily so we have a place to put lights. And then you can see I left a big space to mount your TV. I put very little on these walls. This wall back here, just the store wall. You can hang all your stuff that doesn't fit into drawers. I put different things on display, whether they be tools or something you just like to look at. You'll be able to clip all kinds of things to the store wall. Alright, so that's the gist of your plan. Of course, we have a nice raised deck floor here as well. I want to go over these pricing things one thing at a time here. So, you have a price for all of your cabinets. That is every cabinet in this plan. There's 30 of them. It's a huge cabinet job. Cabinet accents. Cabinet accents are these gray, or what I want to do with these, what I was thinking I could do is make these a stainless steel looking laminate. So they won't be real stainless steel like your counters, but they'll look like stainless steel. So I want to put those accents above on the top of all of your cabinets, the floating thing going across the ceiling in the man cave over here, pinstripe through this area, and then we'd use the same type of laminate for the base system, which I have cabinet bases listed next. The base system is a really nice thing for you to do if you do a raised deck floor. You're not going to have to deal with leaves and bugs and dirt and all that grime blowing underneath your cabinets like you see oftentimes in garages where they keep the cabinets on legs or something like that. They are, however, an option. We could put the cabinets up in the air. I did supplement these cabinets. These bases take quite a bit of work, but at the same time they save me a lot of work during the install. So if I took these bases out, you can see the price difference there. I'd save some money, but I'd have to work harder while I'm there. So I really recommend the bases. I think they're great. Extruded handles. That is another option. I don't even know if I could call it an option because it looks so darn good. It's hard for me to visualize any nice looking cabinets without them now. So these are these aluminum handles that go to the top to the bottom of the cabinets. I got those on all the cabinets all the way around and on all the drawers. They look really great, but if you just want a regular cabinet handles, you can see there's that option where you could take that cost off. Stainless counters. Those were a pretty big chunk of change. And let's go up here to another view. They would be even more expensive by quite a bit, except for one thing. What I decided to do was make 3 rectangles in this U, and I'll very nicely connect the rectangles together and use silicone so nothing can leak in between them. But there'll be 3 different rectangles put together in a U shape. If we try to make a U-shaped stainless steel counters, I can't even imagine. It'd probably double the price. So that's what I got for the stainless steel counters. Raised deck floor. You've seen this. You see it on my website. A lot of my really nice garages have this. It's the floor I recommend above all others. If you want your garage to be clean, this is the floor you want. And I can show you some of these floors in person if you want as well. And then I put a price in here for store wall. So we have the store wall all wrapped around in here, so you can utilize the store wall in your personal area over there. And then, as I mentioned earlier in the video, along the left side we have a stripe. Okay, so that is my plan. And you can see in the printed version the price. You can see that I took your advice. I didn't let the budget stifle my creativity, but I also know that we can have an incredible looking garage even if we say reduce the size of this back system, which is just enormous. Maybe get rid of some drawers, do some different things like that. We could definitely get that down towards the budget you were talking about. And I want to talk about one other really neat thing that I've been focusing really hard on your plan. I want to use this new acrylic material. And I'm in the process of getting it priced, so I couldn't even price it out for you. But there is a new material out, and it is a high gloss acrylic coated panel. It's absolutely incredible. It's the most durable high gloss panel I've ever seen. It's very durable. It does not scratch easy. And it comes in these colors you can see here. Some of these metallic silvers, the red, the yellow, metallic gray is really sharp. Even the orange and the metallic beige, it's really a matter of taste. If I had my way, it would come in blue, but it doesn't. So I made you a video showing your garage cabinet system with some of these different colors. This would be the light metallic silver, or that's the best the software can do. There's a yellow, a glossy yellow. This here, it's kind of bleached out in the software, but it's kind of a metallic beige. And then, of course, we got black. A dark metallic gray, real sharp. Glossy orange. There's that glossy red again. And then what I did here was I went ahead and while I had the glossy black, I changed the floor to the 2 foot by 2 foot race deck free flow tile, which you saw in that magazine ad. And when I was at your house, I have no doubt, I told you that I don't recommend those colors because black gets dusty easy and who knows what happens to white. But I went and visited that guy the other day, and I saw his garage a year after that floor was put down. It looks awesome. Keeping it clean is not an issue. Obviously, the black tiles are going to show dirt faster than the silver tiles, but he's maintaining a really nice looking garage. And if he's able to do it without that much effort, I can't not recommend this floor. If you wanted the really classic race car looking floor, this is just incredible. And you can just refer back to the website or the magazine article for that. So what I'm working on is finding out from the company that manufactures the panels how much it's going to cost. I gave them the size of every panel I would need for your project. So if you wanted to reduce the size of your cabinets, but maybe look into the glossy panels, let me know. They're going to come back with pricing for me either way. It's already in progress. So just give me your feedback. If I was to take a wild guess, I would say that these glossy panels would add $6,000 or $8,000 to the project based on the size of how many cabinets you have now. If we reduce cabinets, obviously it's going to add less to the project, and the cabinets will cost less in the first place. So you can kind of get a feel for where the budget's going. Also, I did not include any lights. I did not include any electrical, period, or plumbing. Because I just think we should sub those out, because I know you need a lot of electrical. He might as well run the TV. The plumber's going to have to come in and run the pipes. So there's really not a whole lot I wanted to do with that at this point. More than happy to install light fixtures. Our rates are $50 an hour for very skilled, pretty quick guys to go ahead and put in lights if you want us to do that. And I have a lot of different ideas, but we need to discuss the other lighting in person. So I didn't put any prices on that. And I may or may not have anything to do with it. That's up to you. All right, Terry, thanks. I look forward to your feedback.